benchmarking, pursuing excellence through measurement. In a business context, mathematics and statistics can be effectively utilized to identify errors and implement corrective measures across almost every operational domain. However, this approach necessitates a company of a certain scale and a structure in which all facets of the operation are measurable. If the company's metrics are quantifiable, it becomes possible to identify deviations from standards and, through analytical reasoning, detect underlying issues similar to how Google autocorrects your search inputs before you even finish typing. However, one must be cautious not to rely solely on the data outputs. Critical interpretation and decision-making remain essential responsibilities of the management. One methodology I encountered during my time at Schindler is what I call the 80 tuning key. When conducting performance measurements within any function, list all outcomes, compute the average, exclude the 80% that align with the average, and concentrate on the remaining 20%. This outlier group often harbors the majority of errors. Consider the scenario where the average age of receivables is high and you aim to reduce it. Suppose you have 1,000 clients, and the average receivable age is 120 days. Rank the receivables from best to worst based on age. Exclude the best performing 80% and focus on the remaining 20%. If 80% of your clients are able to pay within 90 days, it begs the question, why can't the rest? This principle can be applied across various domains from inventory management and production costs to branch or franchisees' performance. For instance, if 80% of franchisees are consistently paying the agreed royalty fee of $1,000 monthly, it warrants investigation into why the remaining 20% are not, while also adjusting for contextual differences, for instance comparing a dealer in Nice versus one in South Carolina. A company with a robust reporting system can detect systemic errors in every function and develop targeted solutions. CRM systems, due to their capacity to highlight such errors, are especially critical. Through the systematic evaluation of customer satisfaction and benchmarking competitors' metrics, offerings, and digital presence, a business can uncover and address its own deficiency. In one particular case, I consulted for a group facing declining sales despite having a broad product portfolio of over 5,000 SKUs and more than 20 patented trademarks. The chairman of the board expressed frustration over a high volume of quotations being issued with few converting to actual sales. Yet, no one could answer basic questions such as the total number of quotes issued or the conversion rate, hit rate. We began logging all quotations in a spreadsheet and tracked outcomes rigorously. We analyzed reasons behind successful and failed deals. Within a short period, patterns began to emerge. The conversion rate hovered around 5%, with 80% of lost deals attributed to high pricing. This led us to consider whether our cost structure or the level of quality we offered was misaligned with market expectations. Upon further investigation, we found the sales team lacked authority over pricing, relying instead on fixed markups defined by procurement, e.g. 50% for imported goods, 30% for domestic ones. We revised these policies, lowering markups to 30% and 10%, respectively. Sales doubled within a month. We also began negotiating supplier discounts for each deal we were close to winning, preserving our margin while enhancing competitiveness. This revealed that what initially appeared to be a sales issue was actually rooted in procurement strategy. Unfortunately, the company had already dismissed 2 highly capable sales managers under the mistaken belief that the problem lay with their performance. A further complication emerged. Suppliers had become accustomed to not receiving actual orders, prompting them to quote inflated budget prices. When our buying behavior became more consistent, we regained pricing leverage. Still, we lost some bids due to over-specification, offering products that exceeded customer needs. The root of this was poor understanding of technical requirements. We implemented a structured request form in the sales process, mandating key information such as target pricing, comparable product photos, and samples before involving procurement. Initial resistance from the sales team was overcome through persistence, and eventually, the new process led to fewer errors, increased sales, and reduced unnecessary overtime. Measurement worked. In another case involving the import and domestic distribution of automobile tires around early 2014, the market saw a 15% increase in foreign exchange rates, yet prices remained flat due to stagnating demand. Stock was being sold at outdated prices, but a price correction loomed. When a leading market player introduced a modest 5% increase, it presented an opportunity. Despite this, the company's general manager resisted price increases due to weak sales, especially in certain tire sizes. I requested a meeting with the following data prepared: stock details by size, cost basis, current price lists, average discounts offered, projected import costs at new exchange rates, and average stock aging. We mapped market segmentation by brand quality and positioning, benchmarking against competitors. Our analysis revealed significant pricing misalignments, being 20% cheaper in some segments where demand outstripped supply, and conversely overpriced in others with excessive inventory aging over a year. We recalibrated our pricing strategy accordingly. A key takeaway: selling prices are not merely a function of cost. Unless you're offering a highly differentiated product, the market sets the price. Your costs must adapt to these market realities for your business model to remain viable. In conclusion, we implemented price increases of up to 20% in some lines, while reducing others where necessary, sometimes below cost, justified by special supplier discounts. The net result was a 7% average price increase, no decline in sales, and improved cost efficiency. By leveraging market-driven strategies, we enhanced profitability while restoring competitive balance. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка. Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка. Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка.